Have you ever heard of the MVAC system? It's a revolutionary tool in DNA collection. It operates like a wet vac.
The place to employ the MVAC most dramatically is in samples that aren't conducive to swabbing. Swabbing is the gold standard, if you will, of collection of DNA evidence. We would use an MVAC in cases where swabbing just doesn't pick up the type of material that we're looking for. Surfaces that are porous, that are fabric-oriented, and even to other type of porous surfaces such as rocks and bricks. Places where the skin cells, the DNA itself, can get stuck in the nooks and crannies of the material and need that higher technology system of collection are places where we would take that powerful MVAC tool and employ it for collection to pull it out and get it available for DNA processing rather than swabbing.
MPD was offered an MVAC by the president of the company who invented it. At the end of this video, you'll find out if MPD ever took him up on his offer. Pause to read.
The MVAC helps solving crime in several ways. One would be touch DNA. Oftentimes we'll have victims that are grabbed or touched and we can't see the touch DNA. And by using the MVAC, we are able to extract that touch DNA so that hopefully we'll get the profile of the perpetrator or the suspect.
My career as a law enforcement officer, I've seen a number of different technological advances that have adjusted or changed the way we collect evidence. DNA has been such a huge advance for us in being able to solve crimes. And that's what's so nice about the MVAC system. The MVAC system is as important an advancement to DNA as DNA is to the forensic fields itself. The MVAC system allows us to find evidence, DNA evidence specifically, where we've never been able to get it before.
More and more jurors are very critical of testimony evidence. They want to have that extra assurance, and DNA can provide that extra assurance. MVAC works very well with regards to where DNA gets under the fabric. MVAC is able to retrieve that DNA, and so it becomes very valuable on certain pieces of evidence. This is simply a method of collection. We're not analyzing the material. We're not extracting it. We're simply trying to retrieve DNA evidence from places where we couldn't do it with a typical swabbing.
Without the MVAC tool in our toolbox, we certainly wouldn't have had the ability to obtain these DNA profiles that were pivotal to solving cases that have come through our lab. Because the samples that we're dealing with can be so small and still develop a DNA profile, this powerful tool that we're getting in the MVAC is a collection device that has allowed us to get past these kind of obsolete methods of collection and into something that gives us a more powerful tool that we can use to employ on certain evidence types.
Agencies and crime labs need to have their own system and have it available for when these cases come in. They're time sensitive. They'll be able to move them forward.
So, do you think this device could have helped find more DNA at the King Road crime scene? I would think so. Do you think MPD took the opportunity to use one? Pause to read.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center.